Hey, have you ever felt tired of expecting something, like anything from others? I mean, deeply exhausted from always waiting for someone to react, to behave, or care in the exact way you'd hope they would. Maybe you are nodding right now because you've been let down 1,000 times. Yet, you still keep believing, next time I'll be different. But here's the truth that's both harsh and liberating at the same time. The biggest disappointment in life usually come from the expectations we create ourselves. Let's unpack this together. Not from a place of bitterness, but genuine wisdom, calm clarity, and self-compassion. Because when we learn to stop expecting from others, we finally learn to live freely. First, why do we expect things at all? Simply, it's human, deeply biologically and psychologically human. Your brain is wired to anticipate. Expectation isn't just hope, it's a powerful survival mechanism. Our ancestors relied on predicting the behavior of others to survive. Neuroscience calls this the brain's predictive coding. Your brain constantly guesses what's going to happen next, preparing your emotions and reactions ahead of time. Psychologically, when you expect something good, your brain releases dopamine, the reward chemical, not just when you actually receive something good, but simply by anticipating it. Think about that. Sometimes the anticipation feels even better than reality, doesn't it? But here's the catch. When reality doesn't match our predictions, dopamine levels crash like crazy. This explains why unmet expectations hurt so deeply. Biologically, your brain perceives unmet expectations similarly to some actual pain. The real problem isn't the expectation itself, it's our emotional attachment to outcomes we can't control. When your happiness relies solely on what others do or don't do, you're handing over power to external circumstances, and that's not healthy. You become emotionally vulnerable, riding an endless roller coaster of ups and downs based on other people's actions. Psychology calls this an external locus of control. That is, believing your feelings depend entirely on others' behaviors. It's fragile, unpredictable, and exhausting. Let's take a raw, honest moment right here. How many times have you felt resentment because someone didn't text back soon enough? Or frustration because someone didn't remember something important to you? You probably thought, if they cared, they would have remembered. If they value me, they'd behave differently. But here's a liberating thought for you. People's behavior is about their inner world more than it's ever about you. Their actions often reflect their reality, their stress, fears, anxiety, not your worth. You see, expectation is the root of all heartache. Shakespeare once wrote this. Why heartache? Because expectations assume others see the world exactly like you do, share your values, or express love in the same ways. But humans aren't wired identically. Expecting others to behave exactly like you is expecting yourself from someone who isn't you. There's this other quote from a great philosopher, deeply powerful. It goes, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. He's reminding us gently, yet firmly, that your internal state, your peace, depends on what goes on within you, not outside. Here's the empowering part now. you can rewire your brain. Neuroscience proves the brain is plastic, it's always adapting. With practice, you can train your brain to expect less and accept more. So, step number one is mindfulness, awareness without judgment. Every time you feel let down, pause, breathe, recognize your expectation. Say to yourself, "Ah, there it is again. I'm feeling disappointed because I expected this." This step alone can create a neurological gap between stimulus, that is, someone else's action, and your emotional reaction to it. Step number two, realistic expectations. Neuroscience says your brain functions best with realistic, flexible expectations. So instead of saying, "they must always remember me," shift your mindset gently to, "they might not always remember, and that's human. It's okay." This way, you're literally retraining your brain to stop viewing normal human imperfection as a personal attack. Step number three is to replace expectation with appreciation. Shift your focus intentionally from what you're not receiving to what you do have. Gratitude doesn't just feel good, it reshapes your brain's reward pathways. Tony Robbins famously said, "Trade your expectations for appreciation, and your whole world changes instantly." Step number four, self validation. Psychology emphasizes that unmet expectations often highlight unmet needs from within. So, practice self validation. When you find yourself craving external validation, pause and tell yourself what you need to hear. Remind yourself you are enough as you are. Here's something very broad. When you stop expecting people to fit your scripts, you finally meet them as they truly are: complex, imperfect humans just like you. Relationships become more authentic, less fragile, less anxiety ridden. And interestingly, your relationships improve when you are not trying to control outcomes. Freedom comes from understanding this fundamental truth. You can't control others, like ever, but you always have power over your reactions and mindset. This realization isn't cold or detached, it's compassionate and mature. It frees you from bitterness, victimhood, and disappointment. You are no longer at the mercy of others' unpredictable behavior. Let me give you a quick yet crucial note. Letting go of expectations doesn't mean allowing people to disrespect you or to hurt you. Boundaries are different from expectations, okay? Boundaries say clearly, "I know my value and I'll protect my well being." Expectations say, "I require you to behave exactly as I hope." Maintain strong boundaries, but let go of rigid expectations. Communicate your needs clearly and kindly, but release the need to control outcomes. As we close this conversation, remember this: the art of letting go of expectations isn't learned overnight. It's a continuous practice, a gentle daily choice to accept people as they are, not as we wish they'd be. Free yourself from constant disappointment. Take back your emotional power. Allow people to surprise you, disappoint you, and delight you without it shaking your core sense of self. In the end, you'll find genuine peace in the simple acceptance of this truth. When you stop expecting from others, you start living your own life fully. Let your peace, joy, and emotional stability begin and end with you. Because the greatest freedom isn't getting everything you want, it's not needing anything external to feel whole. You've got this, and you are absolutely not alone in this journey. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one.